Hey guys, what's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping by for another episode of Low Nose. This is the place where we help content creators just like you get better every single day through audio, video, and text. So if you already have not, go ahead and hit that subscribe and bell button. And if you find the video helpful, if you find this video has value, and you got the little touchy feelies inside, well then give it a like. And if not, well then give it a dislike. Either way, it's all the same to me. I just need to know which videos are helping you out. Okay guys, so today we are looking at the FOSITAN LED Video Light Kit. Now, I'm going to say this right now. This is probably one of the smallest, brightest lights I have ever worked with. Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing. But before we get into that, let's see what's inside this box, or case, or whatever it is. Let's get to it. Okay, so inside we've got our LED light. It's got 336 lights. It is a bicolor LED, meaning you can get the orange light or the bright light, the daylight. Also, it has a CRI value of 96. Now, what is CRI? Well, if you were to see some kind of video and you see that someone has probably like a green tint to them on their skin, it usually means that they are using a cheaper light that has a low CRI value. So, the higher the CRI, the more natural skin tone you'll get when you're recording your videos. All right, so now you've got we also have a battery charger right here. Awesome. That's freaking amazing when you have a portable light and it comes with a battery charger. Here's your battery pack for it as well. I just can't stress the importance of that. A lot of times you'll get lights or something and there is no battery that comes with it. You've got to pay like a very expensive premium just to get a separate battery pack for this. So since it comes with this, that is a plus. You've got your AC adapter right here. You've got your charging, your power cord right here. And then the best part, I think, whenever it comes to a light, second to the battery pack, is the remote control. No more getting up, just point, click, adjust, and you are good to go. And we also have our ball head shoe adapter. Now, let's go back to the LED. We look to the back right here. We've got our meter right here telling us where our battery is as far as charge. We've got our power button right here. This right here, this adjusts the brightness from dim to ultra bright, and then also from daylight to the orange color light. Now, if we look at the bottom, we can see that we have our 1/4-inch screw adapter right here. You can connect this to most tripods, to most light stands, and also most desk clamps as well. All right, let's set this up. So I've got my light connected to my desktop clamp, and we're going to see how this light works being really, really, really close. So I still have one of my studio lights on. I'm going to turn this light off. Oh, that's really dark. Okay, so I'm going to put my light right here. I'm actually going to connect it right here to the side. Clamp it here, and we will turn it on, and I will use my remote. Let's turn it on. Oh, okay. All right, so that's a really, really bright light, and this is not going to do when it comes to being really close. If I wanted to, I could actually, If I wanted to, I could actually turn my light, and we can actually feather the light so it can have a more evenly distribution, but then our video just kind of gets grainy. But it still looks good, and I can turn it this way, or maybe I can go up. All right, so at this distance, this light's not going to work as well. The light is just a little too bright. So let's bring this about high. I'll go ahead and put it right here on the top. All right, I'll just point it down at me. Okay, so this is looking way, way, way better. It's still a little bright. I can probably move the light a little more. Remember, the only light that I have going on here in the studio is the light on top of my ceiling fan. That is it. None of the studio lights are on. So let's move the light again. All right, I put it up facing up against the ceiling, and we have a better distribution of light. I still got a little shine right here. I can probably turn the light, play with it a little more. All right, so that looks pretty good. So the light's good. It get some color. Okay, yeah, the light's good. You know, it's a really bright light, but unfortunately the light is just a little too bright when it comes to using it on the desktop. It's just a little bright. It's just a little too blinding. Like I said, the light is super bright, so you're not gonna have it facing directly at you. You're gonna have to turn to the side and have the light feather off and kind of illuminate you, the subject, in that kind of way. There is some kind of shadow going on here, but as far as just the way it looks, it's still got a really nice look. It's hitting my hair. It's giving that separation between my head and the background. I would probably just have to do some maybe additional adjustments to, I guess, the camera software itself. Everything's running on automatic, but the light does well as far as like lighting up your desktop area, but you just have to make sure that the light is at a good distance so it's not completely blinding you. All right, so let's use the light again, but instead we're gonna put it on this. Where we go. We're gonna put on that right there, the light stand, and we're gonna see how this light will actually work when using it as a studio light to actually light up your whole room. So let's check that out. I'm loving this remote right now. This is freaking amazing. So before we jump into attaching this to the studio light stand, I want to show you how to actually use the remote when it comes to this. If you look in the back, our lights are off. When you turn the power button on, the light turns on. At that point, then you can actually use the remote. So I press it off, it'll turn it off, press it on, it turns it on. Once this light is turned off, where that power button is turned off, I can't turn it on or off. All right, let's throw it on top of there. Okay, one final test. I got my light on top of my light stand, and I also have a camera on in the back to see how the room is lit in comparison to now with the lights off and when that light turns on. So when using my trusty remote, right now the light is set at the lowest setting as soon as I turn it on. So let's see what we got, and wow, that is a bright light. That's a bright light. Okay, so let's... Yeah, that is all the way at its lowest setting. I'll turn it bright, and jeez. Okay, so you can actually see how far this light is away from me. This thing is just completely bright. I really wish it had some kind of diffuser, or I wish that it had the ability to dim even more. Let's try the coloration, the temperature of the light. So we'll start adding some color into it. Okay, look at that. We've got a very unique look. I'll go ahead and bring it back up to daylight. All right, I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to point the light away from me so it's not giving me such a harsh, contrasty kind of lighting. Let me move it. All right, so I moved the light a little up. It made a little difference. I still got a little thing going on here. Let me move it a little more. All right, so now I've got the light basically pointing up to the ceiling. So this is with the light on. This is with the light off. On and off. Man, I'll tell you something. This is one really strong light. This light would actually be really good if it was inside one of those soft boxes that you saw me use, or that I'm currently using. Or maybe it had some barn doors to kind of like manipulate the light and point in a certain direction. But right now it's just kind of, when it's bright, it's just kind of like all over the place. It doesn't have any kind of like direction except just like out. But it's not a bad looking light. I like the results that I got from it when it was on top of the desktop. Once again, you can't keep it too close. You can't get any subtle soft light. So that's just a little knock. But as far as like the brightness of this light, it is incredible. I actually took this light outside in the dark, and it just lights up the night like insane. I mean, you can just imagine now how with the lights on here in my room and I blast it up, it gets... Oh, actually, I can't because it's pointing up at the ceiling. You saw how it looked. It gets completely insane. All right, so my final thoughts about this light. Well, the pros. First of all, it's a nice small light. Secondly, it gets super bright. Third, it comes with a battery charger and a battery pack. And of course, the fourth one, did I lose my count? The fourth one, it comes with a freaking remote. You can't beat that. The cons, well, there really is only one con, and well, I'll go one con and then maybe like a little small con. The cons, it doesn't dim enough. Sometimes the lowest dimmable feature on this light is the highest setting on another light. I wish they could fix that. And number two, I wish the plate that's across it, I wish that had a little more of a kind of like a cloudiness, so it could act more of as a diffuser on this light. Okay guys, that is it for this video. It's a pretty nice light, a super bright light that you can get a lot of versatility out of it. One thing I will let you know, try not to use this light when it comes to product shots. It is just way too bright, and all of your product shots are going to look bleached out and heavy on the shadows, so just keep that in mind. But if, like I said before, if you can turn it away and use the feathering of the light to actually brighten your object or your subject, then you'll be good to go. And you know, it's really nice to know that I have this light in my back pocket, because if I ever wanted to do something outside and it's got the battery pack and I could just take it outside and not have to worry about plugging it anywhere, that is a super plus. And especially if let's just say I lost power and I need a light to maybe film something on my phone or something, whatever, I have that advantage or that convenience with this light. Well, that's it. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check out even more details on this light and see other reviews. Until then, if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you loved it, well then feel free to subscribe. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it in the comment section down below. I will be sure to get back to you and answer all of your questions. And also hit me up on social media at Low Nose Sort of. And also hit me up on Discord if you're trying to improve your YouTube game, where I'll help you and other people help you. And also, we're just really cool cats having a lot of fun on the Low Nose community. Okay guys, until next time, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.